Hello and welcome back. Today is Sunday, February 25th. I have my 6 best bets for you. 5 player prop plays that I love and 1 same game parlay that I absolutely love as well. As always, if you're new to the channel, please leave a like and subscribe down below. Let me know down below what's your best bet on this Sunday Funday that's ahead of us. 11 game slate. You got to have your best bet of the day. Let me know down below. Like I said, huge NBA slate today ahead of us. We have Giannis playing, Bucks 76ers, LeBron, AD versus the Suns, KD and Devin Booker. Mavs, Pacers, 252 over under. Wemby, Brandon Miller playing. Warriors, Nuggets, great matchup. And then to cap the night off is Clippers, Kings. Cannot wait for all these games tonight. Before we jump into today's best bets, action-packed show, 6 plays for you. We got to recap yesterday's action really fast. All right, yesterday's plays, we ended up going 2-1 in best bets. Paolo Banchero, oh my God. The start was horrible for him. He was missing layups, missing floaters at the end, and then he daggered the buzzer beater in yesterday's game. I was hoping for overtime to maybe get over that over-under of 21.5, but he cashed in that buzzer beater and looked really good, but was not taking care of the shots for us. We had Jalen Brunson. He's a big-time player. It was a big-time game yesterday against the Celtics, and he took care of business for us, easily cashing his over. Then Ant-Man, just like Paolo had a slow start, I was kind of wavering on it, but then he took care of business in the second half for us. 2-1 day, 5-2 run these last 2 days. Let's go for a clean sweep today. Huge NBA slate ahead of us. Let's just jump into it. For my first best bet, and for the game that's probably going to be going on by the time you're watching this, but I did post it on my Twitter, so as always, make sure you follow my Twitter. You get to see my plays if I can't get them out on time. It's with Brook Lopez, over 12.5 points, coming in at minus 125 on DraftKings. Let's take a look at it. Lopez has a great matchup here early on against the 76ers team that give up the 9th most points to the center position. They've given up 7 straight overs to the center position. Now they get Brook Lopez here, who's gone over 5 of his last 10 games, averaging 14.2 points. He's had games of 14 and 16 in those last 2 games, so I think here he goes 3 straight overs. Why is that? He's gone 6 of his last 6 games versus the 76ers getting the over, averaging 18.2 points. Absolutely love this spot here. He's actually gone over 5 of his last 5 road games as well here. So prime spot for Brook Lopez to start us off right here. Over 12.5 points, coming in at minus 120 on DraftKings. For my second best bet here in the early slate games here, going with the smaller same game parlay here. 2 plays for minus 135 odds. I'm calling this my Luka Hallie special for the early game slate. Come on, 252 over under. Absolutely have to play these 2 guys. Let's take a look at it. Luka Doncic, 30-plus points here. Come on. Luka is getting 30-plus points here. 74% of the time on the road this season. Absolutely killer spot. He's gotten this over 2 of his last 4 games versus Indy, averaging 30.3 points. High over-under, 252 overall. He's gotten this over 3 of his last 5 games, averaging 33 points per game. Absolutely think this is a prime spot for Luka to get 30 here. And then we're going Halliburton, 10-plus assists here. He's gotten this over 5 of his last 5 games, averaging 12 assists per game. He has a 74% hit rate on the season, so absolutely prime spot for him. He's gotten this over 2 of the last 4 games versus the Mavs. And those 2 games, he was at home for those 2. Like I said, 252 over under. I think Hallie's going to be passing the ball all over the court here. And I think Luka can easily get 30 points for us. So the 2 plays for minus 135 odds on DraftKings. My third best bet in the NBA tonight. It's going in that little later game slot here between the Warriors versus the Nuggets matchup here. I think this number is a little too low for our chef Curry at home here. I love this spot over here. Over 26.5 points, minus 115 on FanDuel. Let's dive into it. This line absolutely feels too low for Chef Curry, who's been absolutely on fire these last 10 games. He's gone over 6 of his last 10 games, averaging 29.9 points. Last game against Charlotte, they didn't really use him as much. He was passing the ball all around, but this is a big-time matchup here. I think Steph Curry at home here is going to ball out. Last time they played the Nuggets at home this season, he had 30-plus points. He's gotten this over 64% of the time on the season. Absolutely love the spot overall. For my fourth bet, Pelicans matchup, I always have you on a Bulls player prop play. Going with the guy that's kind of been quiet for these last few games, but I for Coby White to bounce back versus against the last matchup where he played a Celtics team. Was pretty good in a blowout here. He had 24 points assists in that game, returning from All-Star break here. I think this is the one where he shows up and shows out. Coby White has been great on the road this season overall. He's gotten this over 3 of his last 5 games, averaging 31.2 points assists. Against the Pelicans, he's gotten this over 2 of his last 2 games, averaging 33 points assists. Absolutely think this is a beautiful spot for Coby White to bounce back here. Love this spot overall. Over 27.5 points assists. For my 5th best bet and for my last player prop play of the day, going on that late matchup of Kings-Clippers here. I think it's going to be a fun game overall to watch as well. But De'Aaron Fox has been the ultimate road warrior all season, and I love his spot. Over 24.5 points coming in at minus 125 on DraftKings. Let's take a look at it. The Clippers have given up the 8th most points to the point guard position and the 10th most threes to the point guard position. De'Aaron Fox should take advantage of this matchup. Against the Clippers this season, he's gotten this over 1 for his last 2 games, a game of 40, game of 13. So he's averaging 27 points. But on the road this season, he's absolutely been way better. He's got averaging 27.4 points per season. He's gotten this over 63% of the time here. When he has 2 days of rest, he's gotten this over 5 of his last 5 games, averaging 31.6 points. So I think it's a huge discount overall for De'Aaron Fox here. He's gotten this over 3 of his last 5 games overall with 3 straight 25-plus point games here. I think it's the last time you'll see it below 25 points, so I absolutely love over 24.5 points on DraftKings. For my 6th best bet and for my same game parlay here, it's going to be in that 2 o'clock game here, the Lakers-Suns matchup overall. It's probably the most chalk parlay you'll ever see, but hey, I can't believe it's plus 200 odds. 4 plays here for plus 200 odds on FanDuel. Let's take a look at it. Devin Booker, 25 plus points. He's gotten this over 4 of his last 5 games, averaging 24.8 points per game. He's gotten this over 5 of his last 8 games versus the Lakers, averaging 27.3 points. The Lakers have allowed the 10th most points to the point guard position. This has a 59% hit rate on the season. Absolutely think Booker can cash easily with them being out without Bradley Beal here. With Bradley Beal being out, I think this is another great spot for Kevin Durant to get 25 plus points. He's gotten this over 3 of his last 5 games, averaging 25.6 points. He's gotten this over 4 of his last 5 games versus the Lakers, averaging 31.4 points per game. He's gotten this over 5 of his last 5 home games as well, averaging 31 points per game. 73% hit rate on the season. Kevin Durant should easily get us 25 plus points. And then for the last 2 Laker legs here, we're going with LeBron James, 20 plus points here. He's had some days off here. He's gotten this over 5 of his last 5 games, averaging 25.4 points per game. He's gotten this over 5 of his last 8 games versus the Suns, averaging 25 points per game. He's gotten this over 3 of the last 4 games this season against them as well. He has a 62% hit rate on the season to get 20 plus points. I think here in this big time matchup, he takes care of business for us. And then for the last leg, Anthony Davis, 20 plus points. 5 of his last 5 games, averaging 26.4 points per game. 73% hit rate on the season overall. He's gotten this over 6 of his last 9 games versus the Suns, averaging 23.2 points here. Absolutely think this is a prime spot. Should be a great game overall. Big time players, big time plays here. Prime time in front of everybody here. I absolutely love this same game parlay. I think this is a little too high, plus 200 odds, so I'm smacking this out of the park here. Those are my 6 best bets for you in the NBA today. We have a huge Sunday Funday ahead of us. I can't wait to sit on the couch and enjoy these matchups. As always, let me know down below what's your favorite best bet of the day. Could be college, could be in the NBA, or in the NHL. I will tail. As always, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Keep on smiling. Hey, let's cash these tickets, continue this nice run. I hope you have a wonderful day. Keep on smiling. I'll see you in the next one.